Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we are here to talk to you about all things real estate right here in the Mahoning Valley. I'm Kelly Warren and I'm in the studio this morning, as always, with the love of my life and my co-host, Handsome Jim.
Wow.
Do you feel good?
I do. I feel so special right now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You know what? Love is in the air because it's February.
That's the only reason.
You know, I love you all the time, but you know what? I thought that we would take advantage of this, Valentine month and do a couple of segments on loving each other and real estate. The true love of my life.
Me or real estate?
I will never tell.
Of course. Okay.
It's a very close race right there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's Black History Month, too.
Oh, awesome.
You knew that.
Yeah, I did. I just wasn't thinking about it when I was thinking about real estate.
Well, so there's going to be I actually have a cool story for today.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to one of our agents, Michael, and he's listing a house that has part of the Underground Railroad in it.
I love that. I've heard of those. So is it in Salem?
It is in Salem.
Yeah. There's several along Lincoln and that area. They must have somehow been connected together at one point.
Yep. So it's pretty cool and a pretty neat thing to see and experience in real estate.
The valley's rich in history, and that's one of the things I love about being right here and being in our valley and being in real estate right here.
I agree.
We're so lucky with our job. It's not the same thing over and over every day, which I know for some people that is the kind of job that they love. It would just make me crazy for who I am. What I love about my job is that it's different every single day. No same story or no same activity every day. It's something new. And I'm always meeting new people and seeing new homes and learning new things. And it's just, that's something that I really love. And so it works well for me and my personality.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I agree with you 100%. I love, excuse me, seeing the different things and the different, that's why I'm so in love with the area, because I get to see so many different aspects of the valley and, going up and down the hills and through the valleys and into the fields and the plains and stuff like that.
I feel like you're going to sing that song.
Yeah, it's so cool because you hear that stuff, but on your day-to-day, if you just, go to work, go to school, go to where your kids are, do your things, you don't get to experience everything that we have around here, and you don't get to see the real beauty of everything that we have around here. So it is truly a blessing that, we get to live this life and get to experience it nonstop.
Yeah. There has been more than one time where I've been on my way to show a house on a beautiful sunny day. And I've I gotta stop and take a picture. When you are going up and down some of those hills surrounded by cornfields, or when you have a wooded view or a lake view or something beside you, and it's just it is almost breathtaking.
Or you're up on a hill and you can see over everything. Yeah, it's really cool.
So I guess we are fortunate with our layout of our land in the valley too.
Yeah, it's cool. And the different lakes that we get to go to and see the homes on them and the different ways that they all, get to see the beautiful sunrise. I mean, we get to see sunsets. It's really neat to see all the cool stuff we get to see.
It is. So. All right, so I'm thinking for our...
So we're in love with the valley.
Love of real estate, the love of the valley, sure. I'm thinking two parts here, okay?
Okay.
So follow me. Today,
I'm always confused.
We're going to talk about some of our favorite sales, some of our favorite homes, and some of our favorite past clients, and all the things that we love about what we've done in the past.
Okay.
And next week, we want to hear from our listeners. So we're running a little... contest, I guess you'd say, a little promotion.
Okay.
Hop on our Facebook page. So get on Facebook if you're online on Facebook and go to Kelly Warren and Associates and find our page and find the recent post. The post looks like an iPhone and it says like, share, and comment. And what it's asking you, the question is, what do you love about your home?
Okay.
So We want to hear what you love about your home. And then next week on the air, we're going to share some of those answers. Like, what is it that people love about the places that they call home? We all live somewhere a little bit different. We all live a little bit different ways. So we want to hear from you what you love. And we're going to give away some prizes with that too. So every couple that we talk about, we're going to give a little bit of a prize giveaway with it. So
Cool.
Fun stuff.
That is neat.
So head over to Kelly Warren and Associates on Facebook and do that. And if you're not on social media and you want to participate, you can email your answers to askkelly@kellysoldit.com. So tell us what you love about your home. That's for next week.
Well, that'll be fun.
It will be fun.
Yeah, because you would get to see all the cool different things I
I want to hear everybody's answers. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Bonus points for pictures. So if you're like hanging out
Oh,
in the
buddy.
den with a fireplace and you just like love your cozy little space, send us a picture as an answer. Sure.
Uh-oh. That could get crazy.
Then I'm going to make Big Jim like describe the photo on the air because I just realized that the listeners can't see the pictures that are in my head. So yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. So if you have any real estate related questions, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, you want to give us a call right now at 330-717-2689 or visit us online at kellysoldit.com. As we've talked about over the last couple weeks, inventory continues to be an issue. Homes are not coming on the market and buyers are ready to buy. So I know many times people consider, I'm going to wait until spring and wait until then to sell my home. And right now is really the time that you want to be doing that. Take advantage of this awesome market that we're in the middle of and get your home on the market and sold before the competition comes around in the spring.
Yeah, especially right now, if you're even close to thinking about it, you could get a jump on a lot of things. And right now, you could probably get the most money that you could probably get for your property ever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's true. So I want to tell you about some of my favorite sales.
Okay.
Some of the ones we've loved. Do you have any?
Of course I have some.
Okay. You want to give me one? You want me to give you one? I'm
You,
excited.
well, you go first. I want to see how you plan on playing this out. And
Okay, so this was my favorite one, so this is why I'm starting with this one. We're going to make sure we have time to talk about this one.
Okay.
Do you know which one it is?
I have no idea.
This was,
Hold on.
check out this situation.
Once you start, I might actually know.
I think you will.
Okay.
This happened in May of 2006, by the way.
Wow.
So, when I was like, when did that happen? I
That was a long time ago.
Okay. So I had people swap houses. It was the only time that I've ever had that in my career, but literally I had a listing on the market and I met buyers who came through the house and toured it with me and said, I love this house, I want to buy it, but I have a house to sell. And so then I went and met with them and listed their house. And they said one of these contingent offers. Well, I'll buy that house as soon as my house sells. And so we put their house on the market. And the one that I initially had was on Oakview in Girard, and it was a big 2-story. It was definitely a family home. And I had a single guy living there who needed to downsize and move out. And they listed their starter home, which was a little ranch in Liberty. And they had outgrown it. They had a couple of kids at this point. And so they wanted to move when their house sold. And so they made this contingent offer. And I went and met with Bill, my seller on Oakview, and said, hey, I've got an offer for you, but it's contingent upon their house selling. Back in 2006, the market was pretty good, so I figured it would sell quickly.
Right.
But he said, well, tell me about their house. I'll buy it. And I was like, for real? So, don't you know, he did. So he offered on their house, pretty similar to the way that they offered on his house. We closed them on the same day back to back. We arranged possession on the same day. And to do this, you've got people coming in and out of both houses. So I instructed them both, move all your stuff to your garages. So the houses are empty, the garages are full. Get your moving crews. And it was one of the times, I don't do this on everybody show up on moving day, but I was so excited. There was so much going on, and they're like moving back and forth. Yeah. So I went and showed up with donuts and orange juice, and it was like trucks pulling in and out of both houses. It was a little bit hectic, but
I'm sure.
fun, right?
Yeah, that's so funny and so cool.
Yeah, it's the only time I ever had that happen. It's not a normal thing because usually if one person's moving, they have something else in mind that they want.
Right.
But the seller of the bigger house was flexible. He wanted something smaller. He didn't particularly care too much about neighborhood or school district, and it just worked out.
Yeah. Didn't eventually you sell both those houses again?
No, the bigger house, that family still lives there. The littler house we did sell again.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember you telling me that's the guy that swapped it and
Yeah.
sold it again. So
Isn't that crazy?
that's so funny. That's such a cool experience for not only for you but also for them, for both sides of those families.
Yeah.
Like that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
So I like that one.
Not something that happens every day, you know?
Right.
Let's trade.
So funny. I love it. Okay, so I see how you're doing this. Okay, so you went with like an experience.
Tell us a story, Jim.
I'm trying to think of a good one. I have a good one of when I was showing houses with the clients.
All right, I'll take it. What do you got?
Well, so we were looking at houses, and they didn't buy this house or anything, but we went through a ton of houses, and one of the houses in the basement had that stand-up Darth Vader. Oh, I love that. That was really neat.
Jim texted me a picture of himself with Darth Vader one
I
day.
got a selfie with Darth Vader.
Like a
It was
life-size
so
Darth Vader just hanging out in somebody's house.
literally like 6-something tall, like
Yeah.
taller than me. It was cool.
Yeah, and that family, they're still friends of ours. They're a cute couple that they were fun to go look at houses
Yeah,
with.
we
So
sold a couple of their houses, so it's neat that that was fun to do.
sometimes the house is memorable. You go in and out of so many houses, and sometimes you're in a house that is like, wow,
Yeah.
one way or another, good or bad. Like, where did this come from? Or this is so unique, or this is such a cool house. Sometimes their contents, like, you wouldn't believe the things that people have in houses. Like, I've seen like DVD collections, a million movies long.
Yeah.
Like, where did they get all these?
Yeah.
So just the different things that we have in our homes, and then the people that we're showing the houses to and working with, like the clients that become friends and the friends that become family, and just the people that we get to work with every day.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I really love.
Yeah, it's cool. And there's a ton of houses. Like I've shown houses where you go into a house and you look at the front of the house, you go inside, you're like, oh, this is a normal house. And then you get in there and it keeps going, like they have add-ons and stuff like that. And you get into this giant family room and you're like, this is bigger than the whole rest of the house.
Yeah.
And like just different things that are really cool like that.
Do you remember there was a house on Tippecanoe, kind of by our old house? From the street, it looks like a regular shaped little square ranch.
Yeah.
And when you walk in, they added on and added on. So
Nice.
it is the regular ranch, but then there's this long hallway that opens up to a whole bunch of bedrooms and another family room. And it's like, where did this whole house come from?
Right.
You're just amazed when you're inside of it. Like, what is going on here?
So there was one on our old street that I sold that looks like a normal, 2 or 3 bedroom ranch home. On the back of it, it had an add-on of like a family room. Okay, add-on on a family room's normal.
Mm-hmm.
But then you don't realize how large those yards are. So if the house is perfect for the clients, they bought it. But then the backyard was huge. It went on for,
Yeah,
good
those
Lord, it
yards
feels
were
like,
really big.
yeah, it feels like forever. And the old owners had a pool in there, which was, an above ground pool that had been removed, and a hot tub in the back. So you're adding all these cool things to this house, and it's so neat. But then the backyard went on, and at the back of the backyard, there was like this huge barn type shed thing.
The 2-story one?
No, it was a 2-story barn.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so cool. And these guys had 4-wheelers and boats and stuff like that. So they're like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And it was so neat. So it was one of those things that was really cool to just see different things in different houses. So, but I do have a house that I liked. That was really cool.
What house was that?
So this house was in Liberty. Liberty has some beautiful homes.
They do. They really do. Different architectures, different ages, different style.
So this one, it was probably, we probably sold it a year or so ago, if I remember correctly. The couple that was selling it, I actually sold them the house when they bought it. They moved into it. She was in the military still.
I remember this one on Ravine.
Yeah, and he was a business owner, and they basically they moved in, they were going to start a family. Well, she actually got a promotion to work at another military base, which was further away. So they sold it. And it was really cool, the different architecture and stuff like that, which was amazing. Stuff that you don't see in houses today, like stuff you don't see in like high-end houses today, which are really cool, and it's really neat things like.
You know what, a lot of the older big fancy houses that we're not seeing today, one thing is the marble. Like marble windowsills and marble sink, like soap dispenser ledges. Like, you know, like I wonder, I'll have to ask somebody, was marble so much cheaper then? Or was it like that status symbol? Like, you know, because you don't see that today.
Probably a little bit of both, honestly, you know, and the evolution of what we do today is different compared to what we did then.
Yeah.
So.
I just, you know, not even always big expensive houses, but sometimes I'm like, this is real marble sitting here, like, you know, on every window ledge. Why not?
Right, exactly.
So, I guess it doesn't rot like wood.
Right, exactly. So, but the neat thing about this one was like on the steps, and it had a beautiful staircase that went up and turned and all that stuff. But in the corners of the steps, on the bottom of the step, or right at the corners where the two steps meet, on every single floor, or every single step, they had like these little triangles, and we're like, what are those for? And it was to stop dirt from getting into the corners of the steps, so when they were easier to clean and stuff. Yeah, I thought that's flipping brilliant. Like, that's amazing. So that was one of the things, and that home was beautiful. It was one of those beautiful homes.
Easy for them to buy and easy for us to resell because it was such a nice home and had so much character. So folks, you're listening to part 1 of our Fall in Love with Real Estate segment because we are honoring Valentine's this February, and next week we'll be coming back with part 2, where you can jump in and be part of the conversation by going to our Facebook page, like and share the post, and enter what it is that you love most about your house, the favorite character about your house. So go ahead and do that. If you have real estate related questions, you want to check us out at kellysoldit.com, or give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we are talking to you about all the things that we love about real estate and our clients and our favorite houses. So you're listening to our Fall in Love with Real Estate part 1, because part 2, we want to hear all the things that you love about your real estate. So be sure to email us the things that you love about your home at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. We'll be doing some prize giveaways with those answers next week too, and you could check out our Facebook post about the same thing. So Jim, I want to tell you about one client that I do love, and I love her properties, and I loved her mentality on real estate and investing. And one of the things that kind of stinks about this job is that you do get close to your clients, and you know, you do build these friendships and relationships with them. And this client passed away last week, so yeah, it was sad for me. I'm sure for her family and everybody too, but you know, you hate to get that phone call. So so I got to go meet her kids this week and talk about a game plan of what we're going to do with her properties. So she was herself a real estate agent and broker in the 70s, and she managed a local real estate office, and she was in her 80s, you know, now when I met her a couple of weeks ago and we listed her properties, and she was sharp as could be. She brought with her these newspaper articles, like showing me that she was top sales at one time.
She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? She was getting around, and she was still like renting out these properties and fixing them up herself. She was like over there doing physical work on these properties. So, I mean, she was sharp. I couldn't believe it when they said that she had passed. But we have 3 of her properties on the market right now, so I wanted to do those as our home picks of the week. So she loved real estate investing, and that's what these are. So I'll let you go ahead and start with one of them. Do you have the one on Frederick? Do that one first.
Yep, I do have the one on Frederick. So this one is really cool. Let's see here. It's got 8 apartments in it. It's currently listed at $149,900. So it's 2 fourplexes. 8 units, great investment, all brick, newer windows.
Yeah, the exterior, the parking lot, the ground, the buildings being all brick and the windows being new are really in fantastic condition. Some of the interior units need a little bit of work, which is why it's priced so affordably.
Well, and the good thing about this one is it's in Liberty, which is great. I mean, you have access to everything from there. You're close to hospitals, you're close to entertainment, you're close to, downtown, you're close to I-80.
Yeah.
So, like, again, you're close to everything. So this is a good that's what makes it a good investment opportunity, because that gives you access to open up your potential ability to rent to more people, which keeps cash flow coming in.
Well, 8 units for 150 grand, that's
ridiculous.
A steal.
Yeah,
it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about investing in real estate and you want to get into it and purchase some properties from a lady who really knew what she was doing over the years, the occupancy is low on them right now because she just wasn't actively working on renting them out. So only 2 of the 8 are rented, which again is why it's priced low. So this is your gain. You could get in there and do a little bit of work to the units and raise all the rents and get the buildings filled again. But overall, great investment. You can find those online at kellysoldit.com or give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689 to schedule a showing. I have 2 other properties of hers. One is 3371 Belwick in Hubbard. It is a duplex, so 2 units listed at $99,900. This is on over an acre, and it does have a big 2-car garage. It's a side-by-side duplex that both sides have a first floor and a second floor. They're 2 bedrooms and a full bath each, so nice property there. And she was the owner of the Lamppost Lounge on Belmont, so nice. The Lamppost Lounge is for sale. It's a commercial property, and what really stands out about it is nice frontage, and it's actually considered corner lot because there's nothing else on it, but there's a second street there. So she had a drive-through at the back of the building, milk and cigarettes and beer and whatever, but easy in and outs around the property with that. So the liquor license, all the contents of the bar, the tables and chairs and pool table and all that kind of stuff, the drive-through business, there is plenty of room to put a kitchen in there. She had a kitchen at one time, so you could serve food there as well. So great income opportunity. We're listed at $199,000 on that. She did have it higher because I kind of think she didn't want to sell it. I think she loved that place, So I think she wanted to hold on to it. But after I met with her kids, we did decide to reduce the price. So it's a price to sell at this point.
Yeah, really.
And then you've got one other property. It's not the same owner, but while we're talking about falling in love with investing in real estate, it's also a great property.
So this one is really cool, and what I love about it is it's on like 4 acres.
Yeah, you could do so much with it.
Well, not only that. So this is down in St. Clair. And
like that Calcutta area, yeah.
Yeah, like East Liverpool type area. Not too far up from the Sheets down there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 4 acres on a high traffic road, which is great. It currently has a 4-unit property on it, which are all occupied. It's currently only listed at $199,900. So I think that one's a good deal too. Not only just for the income, it's already producing.
Yeah, it's a moneymaker as it sits, but I look at that one like the possibility. So what else can you do there?
Right.
Can you parcel it off and build your dream home? Can you parcel it off and build a couple more multifamilies and really build up the income there? Like, you've got a decent amount of frontage, you've got a nice piece of property, you're already making money the way that it sits, so what else can you do with it, you know?
So that's what I really love about this one. And again, the address is 15970 St. Clair Avenue in East Liverpool. So that's a good one.
All right, so let's talk about some more stories. What do we love real estate, Jim? I sold a geodome house one time, like the rounded, that was kind of cool, like the way that you walked up into it and everything. Only one time ever that I was in a house like that and sold it. And it was just different, you know?
I didn't sell, but I worked with a lot of buyers, like you worked with a lot of sellers. But I also showed a house that was like built into the ground, which was really cool. I thought, man, this is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like the whole house, like the garage was above ground, the house was underground, and then it was kind of like on a hill. So like the back door kind of opened up, and there was like a pond and stuff over there. So
yeah, isn't that crazy?
You get to see some of the coolest stuff that we ever
that
get to go
is what's the word I'm looking for, like climate effective, controlled heating and for those of you like Jim worried about the coronavirus or some other kind of craziness going on in the world, it's almost like a built-in bomb shelter kind of home. You know, you could just bunker down there if the world went wrong.
Let's not
right?
talk about my fears and
okay, we're talking about
craziness.
Positive, lovey-dovey real
Right.
estate stuff today.
What else? There was a house that I did sell on the north side that was awesome. So it was a 3-story home.
I thought those. They remind me of Mom and Dad New's house.
Yeah, so this house was so cool. Like you walk in, and it's right to your right was a giant, huge living room with one of those big, giant fireplaces. And then over to your left was one of those big, giant dining rooms that kind of went off to the kitchen. And right in front of you was like this beautiful staircase that was like Gone with the Wind type.
Some of those staircases are very ornate.
Yeah. So that was really cool, but it really wasn't like my favorite part of the house. Just the different nicks and crannies in it. So the kitchen had in the back attached to it was like the servant quarters or like the servant stairs. So it would go up 3 flights of stairs themselves, but you could use the fancy staircase if you were a guest going up the front. So that was really cool. But
so
then,
again, you're seeing like the different errors in history in some of the homes in the valley.
So that was cool. And then on the second floor was like, 4 bedrooms and a bathroom, like normal, like you walk up, 2 on this side, 2 on that side, bathroom in the middle for them all to share. So that was really cool. But then the third floor. The third floor was the most amazing thing I had ever seen. It was like a full master bedroom suite. And you walk up, and right in front of you is, again, the bathroom. It lined up with the ones on the floors before it. But then you like turned around and you're in like this room, and it's got like these giant mirrors to see like a dressing room kind of, so you could see what you looked on. And then through these glass French doors that opened up, and there was like
I'm waiting for your story to become like haunted.
No.
Like what jumped out of the
no,
closet
it was
at
just
you?
immaculate. And like then you walk through French doors again to get into like where the bed would be, and there was like this giant fireplace, and it was just so cool.
Have
like,
you ever showed a haunted house?
not that I'm aware of, but
Do you ever get like the heebie-jeebies like that in a house?
all the time.
So I kind of like that too in this weird way. Like I don't think that I believe in ghosts or anything. I'm pretty skeptical, but sometimes you walk through a house and you're like, it just feels weird. You know what I mean? So there's that too. I've had such a great time this morning sharing with you some of our favorite homes and some of our favorite clients, and we didn't even touch the iceberg on this because I had a whole list of ones that I wanted to go over.
Oh, really?
And just
Jim kept talking.
well, you know what, it's so fun to relive some of those, so it's hard to like get into all of them.
Yeah.
And with selling thousands of houses over the years too, it's impossible to name them all. But
Right.
we would love for you to join our favorite client list and to have your home be part of the ones that we have loved so much to be a part of the sale of. So if you're thinking about buying or selling real estate, definitely give us a call or text at 330-717-2689. You can visit us online at kellysoldit.com. Just as we've talked about over and over, we need inventory right now. I'm super serious about this. If you're thinking about selling, give us a call. Let us give you that free market analysis. Let us tell you what your home is worth in this hot market, because it's probably worth more than you think. It might be worth it for you to make the move that you've been considering doing. So if you want more information on that, just reach out to us by phone or email. And don't forget, next week we're going to continue on with our Falling in Love with Real Estate segment, and visit us on our Facebook page to enter the contest and tell us all that you love about your home. Or email us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. Thank you so much and have a great Sunday.